pieces of meat together, and now bacteria, like E. coli, could be on the inside.
Say somebody wants that filet steak rare, the center temperature is not going to reach the temperature that will actually kill bacteria, and that's also a really, really happy environment for things that can kill you.
Pinning down who's using transglutaminase isn't easy. One meat company owner who wouldn't go on camera told us gluing meat is a common practice, and the most lubed product by far, filet mignon, destined for the food service industry.
An industry trade group told us meat glue is most often used where filet mignon is served in bulk, at a restaurant, banquet, cafeteria, or hotel.
You ask yourself, how can they make money selling these cheap steaks all day long and that look really nice, and this is one way of doing it.
Our results were dramatic and our stew meat filet looks good, but the American Meat Institute, a lobby for the meat industry, wants to stress meat glue is used in the industry to glue scraps of filet mignon back together. Technically, you're still getting filet meat.
And it gives chefs and R&D specialists some flexibility to create a very nutritious and healthy product, and add value to what ultimately, worst case scenario, would just be thrown away.
The USDA says transglutaminase must appear on the ingredient label, in addition to terms like formed or reformed meat. But that's the second problem. If you're eating glued meat at a banquet or restaurant, you're not likely to see reformed meat on the menu. You would never know. We asked the meat lobby in Washington about that.
You bring up a valid point, and they may not see the label, but what they ought to do is they have concerns. And we understand that consumers, they want to understand where their food's coming from. They should ask their wait staff.
It has not reached the point where people generally are aware of it. And I think it's primarily because, like pink slime, nobody knew where it was.
Food safety attorney Bill Marler says meat glue is used more than you think, and the meat industry isn't giving consumers the whole picture.
I think what their fear is that the public's going to look at the information and go, I don't want to eat that.
The bottom line is, if you're at a place where you think you're eating glued meat, maybe they're selling a lot of steaks at a very cheap price, make sure they cook it through. Think twice before eating it rare. Dave Noyes, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
All right, we're going to turn to the weather.